Any developing system of administration gives importance to the existence of a mechanism for handling the results of the administrative faults and the recognition of right of every member of the society to know what happens in the government files. For that, the study of Ombudsman, a right to know, discretion to disobey, Central Vigilance Commission are important topics. Hi friends, welcome to my channel Indus Educare. And in this video, we are going to discuss about Ombudsman, Lokpal and Lokayukt in India. So let's begin with introduction. Ombudsman, which in terms of utility means a watchdog of the administration or the protector of the little man. This institution was first developed in Sweden in 1809. Ombudsman is a Scandinavian word. It is taken to mean officer or commissioner. In its special sense, it means a commissioner who has the duty of investigating and reporting to the parliament on citizens' complaints against the government. The purpose of the ombudsman is to control the administration and thus given protection to the citizen against injustice brought about by faulty administration. This picture depicts what is ombudsman and different kinds of ombudsman. An ombudsman is an official who is appointed by the government to investigate individuals' complaints against a company, financial institutions, businesses, organization, especially a government department or public entities, and attempts to resolve the raised concerns either by processes of mediation or giving recommendations. Let's have a look at the development of ombudsman in England, in the USA, and in India. In England, the first ombudsman was established in 1967 by the Parliamentary Commissioner Act of 1967 and it is called as Parliamentary Commissioner. Since 1994, Ombudsman has entertained responsibility for enforcing the Open Government Code of Practice on access to government information. On the other hand, development in USA, in the United States, there is no unified federal ombudsman service. The role of handling complaints against federal authorities has to some extent been unofficially incorporated in the role of the US member of Congress. Now, Ombudsman in India. Lokpal is the Indian Ombudsman and Lokayukt is the State Ombudsman. In 1962, M.C. Setalwad suggested the idea of establishing an ombudsman at the All India Lawyers Conference. The Lokpal came into force on January 16th of 2014. Let's see the provisions of Lokpal Bill. In the central government, the President is empowered to appoint the Lokpal after consultation with Chief Justice of India and the Leader of Opposition in Lok Sabha. The Lokayuktas are appointed by the governors in consultation with Lokpal. In a case, the Supreme Court held that opinion of Chief Justice of High Court has primacy in appointments of Lokayuktas. The Lokpal or Lokayukts hold office for a term of 5 years. They cannot be easily removed from political and judicial interferences. They can be removed from the office on the ground of misbehavior, incapacity, etc. by the President. An inquiry must be conducted by a judge of the Supreme Court. The report of the judge must be placed before the both houses of the Parliament. A resolution is passed in both the houses and is voted with not less than two-thirds members of the House present and voting. The President must sign the resolution. and only then the Lokpal or Lokayukt is removed from his service. Now, let's see the principles for setting up Lokpal and Lokayukt. The following must be followed while setting up Lokpal and Lokayuktas. He should be appointed in the non-political manner and he should be independent and impartial. The investigation held by him should be informal and in private matters involving acts of justice, corruption, etc., should be dealt by him and his office. He should be apart from judicial interferences. No pecuniary benefit or advantage should come to him from the executives. The President can appoint Special Lokpal for the fast disposal of complaints. Special Lokpal is appointed by the President after consulting the Chief Justice of India, Speaker of Lok Sabha, and Chairman of Rajya Sabha. Let's see the qualification for a Lokpal. That he should not be a member of parliament or state legislature. If he is holding any office of trust or profit, he should resign from it. He should sever relations with political parties. He should leave up any other profession he was attending. He should leave up any trade or any other occupation. Need of Ombudsman or Lokpal. In India, corruption is the main reason of maladministration. The public organizations are slow and do not have efficiency just because of the corruption. The anti-corruption agencies are mostly not independent. Many of these agencies exist only for giving recommendations which are not followed most of the times. There is no superior authority to check the functionality of these institutions. Moreover, the employees are also not accountable for their faults. Let's see the authority and jurisdiction of Lokpal. Lokpal have the power to check upon Prime Minister, ministers, members of parliament, groups A, B, C, and D officers, and officials of central government due to any kind of allegation except the ones on corruption relating to security, sovereignty, integrity of India, the public order, international friendly relations, atomic energy, and space. Its jurisdiction also falls on someone who is or has been director or manager or secretary of any organization or society established by a central act or any other body partially or wholly financed or and controlled by central government. It also acts as supervisor and superintendent over CBI, and it can also give orders and directs to CBI for betterment of its functions. Under the following circumstances, the Lokpal will not investigate the complaint. If the complaint is time barred, if the complaint relates to any person who is not a public servant, if the complaint is trivial or malified, and if there is no sufficient ground for proceedings with the investigation. Now, let's see the functions of Lokpal. The Lokpal can take action against all public servants. He can also investigate any complaint made by a private person. He can take decision against the erring public servants. He can recommend his findings to be enforced into action. Now, let's see about Lokayuktas. Some states have adopted the ombudsman system called Lokayukta. The Lokayukta has been established in several states by enacting statutes. Lokayuktas has been established in the states of UP, Bihar, state of HP, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Maharashtra, Orissa, Rajasthan, Gujarat, etc. The provisions of the states, however, are not same. In all the states, the Lokayuktas have been given jurisdiction over the ministers, public servants, and officers in all states. In Karnataka, Himachal Pradesh, and Orissa, Lokayukt has been given jurisdiction over the chief minister also. In Maharashtra, Bihar, UP, and Rajasthan, Lokayukt has not been given jurisdiction over ex-ministers and ex-secretaries. Let's see the qualifications and functions of Lokayuktas. The Lokayukt or Upalokayukt should not be a member of any legislative and should not be connected with any political party or carry on any business or profession. His terms of his office is 5 years. He shall investigate any complaint filed by an aggrieved person along with an affidavit. The complaint will not be taken up if there is any alternate remedy. The procedure of investigation, etc., is the same as that of the Lokpal. The Lokayukt and Upalokayukt will present a consolidated report of their functions to the governor. Now, let's see the limitations of jurisdiction of Lokpal. The appointing committee of Lokpal consists of members from political parties that put Lokpal under political influence. There are no criteria to decide who is an eminent jurist or a person of integrity, which manipulates the method of the appointment of Lokpal. The provision related to the initiation of inquiry against the complaint in case where the accused is found innocent leads to discouraging people from making complaints. The Lokpal does not have any constitutional backing. There are no adequate provisions for appeal against the actions of Lokpal. No complaint against corruption can be registered after a period of 7 years from the date on which the mentioned offense is alleged to have been committed. Finally, let's see the conclusion on the Ombudsman, Lokpal, and Lokayukta. In order to tackle the problem of corruption, the institution of the Ombudsman should be strengthened both in terms of functional autonomy and the availability of manpower. The appointment of Lokpal in itself is not enough. The government should address the issues based on which people are demanding a Lokpal. Lokpal and Lokayukt must be financially, administratively, and legally independent of those whom they are called upon to investigate and prosecute. Lokpal and Lokayukt appointments must be done transparently so as to minimize the chances of the wrong sorts of people getting in. There is a need for a multiplicity of decentralized institutions with appropriate accountability mechanisms to avoid the concentration of too much power in any one institution or authority. Thank you, friends, and good luck.